In recent days, a whirlwind of drama and controversy has surrounded Elon Musk, who has been vocal about Britain and its political leaders, particularly the Prime Minister. The billionaire provocateur has embarked on an unapologetic rampage, raising eyebrows and stirring unrest across the Atlantic. His latest comments have ignited intense discussions about free speech, government overreach, and the future of online expression. Musk is not holding back, and neither are members of Britain's political sphere, especially Angela Rayner, who is fiercely targeting Musk's platform, X. Rayner's demands for stricter social media regulations, framed as a means to combat misinformation and hate speech, have set the stage for an ideological clash. For Musk, this issue transcends the boundaries of X. It's fundamentally about the principle of free speech. He has made it clear that under his leadership, X will remain a haven for open expression, even if it puts him at odds with governments. Free speech is only relevant if we allow people you don't like to say things you don't like, Musk proclaimed. While this sentiment resonates with his supporters, it has incited fury among his detractors. Rayner, positioning herself as an advocate for accountability, has taken the lead in pushing for greater controls, but Musk sees it differently. He frames the debate as a power grab, a covert attempt to silence dissent and tighten political control. He has openly criticized the UK government for what he perceives as draconian measures against online expression, even expressing hesitation about visiting Britain for fear that a single tweet could land him in jail. "I don't think I should go to Britain," Musk stated, "because they're going to drag out some tweet and say, 2 years in prison for this." The conflict between Musk and the UK's political establishment has escalated beyond mere rhetoric. It's become personal. Musk has criticized the UK's legal system, highlighting cases where individuals have received prison sentences for social media posts. "People are getting 2-3-year prison sentences for Facebook posts," he lamented, pointing to what he views as a disturbing decline in free speech rights across Europe. His frustrations with the UK reflect broader concerns about the changing political landscape, particularly under Labour leadership. Musk has not hesitated to target Labour figures like Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer, accusing them of creating an environment that stifles innovation and curbs dissent. However, the confrontation between Musk and Rayner is just the beginning. Rayner is also facing increasing scrutiny over her ambitious housing initiative to construct 1.5 million homes. While this promise sounds impressive, it has met significant skepticism. Experts have raised concerns about the logistical and financial challenges that make such a goal seem unrealistic. With construction costs rising, a lack of skilled labor, and a notoriously slow planning approval process in the UK, critics argue that even if these homes were built, they wouldn't solve the fundamental issues of affordability and accessibility. Rayner's attempts to address these challenges have not helped her case. In a recent interview, she struggled to answer questions about how Labour plans to balance environmental protections with the urgent need for housing. Her vague and evasive responses quickly went viral, drawing accusations of being out of touch with the realities faced by everyday Britons. "We need a process that protects nature but doesn't stop building," Rayner said, a remark that was met with backlash from both environmentalists and housing advocates. The optics of her responses are poor, and public skepticism toward Labour's ability to deliver on its promises is growing. The debate over who would benefit from these new homes has spurred a political uproar. Critics, including Nigel Farage, have accused Labour of prioritising migrants over British citizens, an assertion Rayner has strongly denied. However, with immigration driving population growth, questions about housing allocation are becoming increasingly relevant. Farage has been relentless in his criticism, accusing Labour of betraying the working class and neglecting the needs of ordinary Britons. For Labour, the optics are disastrous. The party is struggling to shed the perception that it is out of touch, and the housing crisis has only intensified that divide. Meanwhile, Musk is observing these developments from afar, seemingly validated in his criticisms of Labour's leadership. His frustrations with Starmer and Rayner have grown louder, and he is not alone in voicing his discontent. Farage, a prominent critic of Labour, has found an unexpected ally in Musk. Both share a disdain for government overreach and a belief that Labour is leading the country in the wrong direction. Now, rumours are circulating that Musk may be gearing up to escalate his opposition to Labour. Reports indicate that Musk is contemplating a substantial financial contribution to Farage's Reform UK party, a staggering £100 million, which would constitute the largest political donation in British history. If true, this move could drastically alter the political landscape. Reform UK, which has long struggled to compete financially with its rivals, would suddenly have the resources to mount a serious challenge to both Labour and the Conservatives. The implications of such a donation are immense. With Musk's support, Farage could finance nationwide advertising campaigns, organise grassroots movements, and establish a political infrastructure capable of reshaping British politics. Critics will likely focus on the ethical ramifications of such a donation, accusing Musk of exerting undue influence over UK politics. However, for Musk, this is about more than just money, it's about making a statement. His potential support for Farage represents a direct challenge to Labour and its policies, signalling his willingness to back the fight for free speech and political reform. Ultimately, this conflict is not just a struggle between Musk and Rayner, or Farage and Labour. It's a battle for the very essence of British politics, a clash of ideals that could redefine the nation's future. Whether Musk's intervention will tip the balance remains to be seen, but one thing is clear, the stakes have never been higher.